Welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs Show. Happy Sunday evening. I hope you are well. I hope the weekend has treated you well. The reason why I didn't upload earlier is probably you can see a little bit of bedhead. It was a late night. It was a heavy one. So apologies for that. We are in this video. We are talking Eberechi Eze, or Eberechi Eze, however you may want to say it. We're talking about him. Quite a bit have come out sort of around Spurs' interest in him. So we're going to be talking about that. I will probably talk about the potential investment into Spurs in another video tomorrow. I'd rather do it in where it's more of a focus in a video. All right. Just want to say though, if you're new, give us a subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And I also want to say thank you for all that did join and participated with the live yesterday. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I thought I was going to be in there for 15 minutes, rattle through a few things, answer a few questions, and on my merry way. Instead, I did the top. Well, I didn't even do all the topics, but I did the majority of the topics and answered a lot of questions, which I really enjoyed. It was a long one, but it kind of flew by. I didn't even notice that I was really, that far in. I was late for the gym. That's what I was, though. Anyway, let's talk Eze. That's what you're here for. And so last summer we were interested in Eze, and it was sort of, it's kind of something's been on the cards, right? With Spurs and interest in Eze. Excuse me. And it was never going to be last summer that they were going to do the deal, but it was always something I think they were always going to come back to. And some pages that last summer were the ones that saying, Spurs are interested in Eze. Well, got a couple little bits. So the source said that he understands now that Eberechi is Tottenham's priority midfield target ahead of Conor Gallagher. Spurs are preparing the move for Eze, right? Very fascinating. I think that's it. Really interesting as well on the Conor Gallagher front to kind of sort of bring sort of Sussly in as well. I look at Eze as a guy who can play a few different positions, and I think can play the wing. I think can play the 10. I think he can play the other wing even. Both wings. Hell, if you even ask him about up front, I feel like he would. I've just seen that Jed Spence is trending. I'll have to check that out in a second. But yeah, he's the guy that I want. I've been pretty clear. He's the guy that I truly want this summer. I've also been really clear that it's a realistic target. Whereas some people go, "No, what about this guy?" And I'm like, well, okay, well yes, he's better than Eze, but it's not realistic, is it? The Prem Inside also, by the way, put out that a lot of sources have been talking about Eze and Spurs' interest in him. He said they said Spurs are once again very keen on Eze after Ange has decided he wants another creative outlet alongside Maddison. Absolutely. I think we all want another creative outlet alongside Maddison. I think we crave that added player, So that's really, really good news. So before I continue, I just have to know why Jed Spence is trending on Twitter. This is there's some hype packages. Oh, he's playing in the charity match, right? And apparently he's still having a stinker. What? Wow. Okay. Oh, that's great. Do you know we're going to be asking for less money now? But no, seriously, on Eze, look, he's the guy that I want. I think he's the guy that majority of us all truly want as our number one option in terms of, when you talk about marquee signings, I think it would have been an Eze striker. Those two would be the marquees that you might throw in, because let's say if you do want Gallagher, right? I don't see Gallagher being 40, 50 million, closer to 30. And, that to me is not marquee. Marquee is, you're going for a big signing. And I think Spurs get two. I think it will be Eze. I think it'll be the striker. I always thought it was going to be a 6 personally. But after this news, they still want a striker. They still need a striker, which is the other key word to this, unless they are going to flip Sonny back to striker. But they've said they want him to play on the wing. And then we'll have to wait and see on the 6 because Ederson's performances have really picked up, and I think he's going to end up being a lot more expensive than we ever really thought. I thought we were going to be around the £40 million mark. I think it's going to be way more than that. We'll have to see on him from Feyenoord and what happens with Slot. Who does Slot bring to Liverpool with him? Because, managers like to have the odd one or two that they know from their league, let alone their club, but their league at least. Anana, obviously, Everton need to sell. You obviously got Fofana. So there's plenty of options there. You can still get a 6 without it breaking the bank. You're going to be moving on Højbjerg. You're going to be moving on Lo Celso. You know, you're dropping a couple of midfielders there. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm interested to know what you think more importantly about Eze. But anyway, guys, at the end of the video, hope you enjoyed. Drop a like on the video. If you did, hit me in the comment section down below your thoughts and feelings about that Eze news. Are you happy? Are you excited like me? Are you unhappy? Tell me why. All that stuff. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, at the end of the video, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.